Have you ever tried to scale up a recipe or adjust the dimensions of a photo? When you multiply a single number like 3 by a value of 2, you are simply stretching or shrinking that value. This is called scalar multiplication. It is straightforward because you are just changing the magnitude of one thing. But what happens when you have a whole list of numbers, like a row of prices, and you want to multiply them by a list of quantities? This is where matrices come in. A matrix is just a grid of numbers arranged in rows and columns. To combine them, we multiply matching elements and sum them up, creating a single value. Let us start with a simple row of 2 numbers and a column of 2 numbers. To combine them, we use the dot product. You take the first number of the row and multiply it by the first number of the column. Then you take the second number of the row and multiply it by the second number of the column. Finally, you add those two results together to get one single number. This process of multiplying matching pairs and summing them up is the heartbeat of all matrix math. Now imagine a bigger grid. We have matrix A with 2 rows and 3 columns. We want to multiply it by matrix B, which has 3 rows and 2 columns. Notice that the number of columns in A matches the number of rows in B. This is the golden rule. If those inner numbers do not match, you cannot multiply the matrices. But when they do, the outer numbers give us the size of the result. See. Let us walk through a concrete example. Matrix A has a top row of 1, 2, 3 and a bottom row of 4, 5, 6. Matrix B has a left column of 7, 9, 11 and a right column of 8, 10, 12. We want to find the result, matrix C, which will be a 2 by 2 matrix. To find the top left entry of C, we take the top row of A and the left column of B. Multiply 1 by 7 to get 7. Multiply 2 by 9 to get 18. Multiply 3 by 11 to get 33. Add 7 plus 18 plus 33 to get 58. That is our first entry. To find the top right entry of C, we take the top row of A and the right column of B. Multiply 1 by 8 to get 8. Multiply 2 by 10 to get 20. Multiply 3 by 12 to get 36. Add 8 plus 20 plus 36 to get 64. Now for the bottom row of C, take the bottom row of A and the left column of B. Multiply 4 by 7 to get 28. Multiply 5 by 9 to get 45. Multiply 6 by 11 to get 66. Add 28 plus 45 plus 66 to get 139. Finally, for the bottom right entry, take the bottom row of A and the right column of B. Multiply 4 by 8 to get 32. Multiply 5 by 10 to get 50. Multiply 6 by 12 to get 72. Add 32 plus 50 plus 72 to get 154. You might wonder why we do all this work. It is because this specific pattern allows us to transform entire sets of data at once. It is how computers handle complex movements in video games or process layers in artificial intelligence. If you try to multiply matrices where the dimensions do not align, the math simply breaks. Think of it like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. The inner dimensions must be identical for the pairs to line up correctly. There is one special matrix called the identity matrix. It is a square grid with ones on the diagonal and zeros everywhere else. Multiplying any matrix by the identity matrix is like multiplying a number by 1. The original matrix stays exactly the same. Remember the rule. To get any entry in your new matrix, you slide across a row of the first matrix and down a column of the second matrix. Multiply the matching pairs and add them up. Once you master this row by column rhythm, You can handle any size matrix you encounter. You have just learned the fundamental language of data transformation. Generate your own educational videos for free at eduvids.app.